Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got a box here that is a package from one of my subscribers, Lee's Automotive. Incredibly gracious of him to send me what I'm expecting to be some Japanese stamps. Now, I gotta admit, this thing is a fairly big box here, and it's surprisingly heavy, so I had no expectations of anything of this magnitude to be sent to me, but I expected like maybe a large envelope, maybe even a letter with like a glassine full of a handful of Japanese stamps. But this is like, whoa, what is in here? My goodness, dude, you spent $39 to send this to me? Jeez, you are way too nice, man. I really appreciate it. He said he wanted to send me some stamps because he appreciates content creators like me, who are making stuff for the stamp community, and he's always been a really nice guy. So anyways, this just is very unexpected. Anyways, let's pop this thing open and see. Actually, I'm going to skip the breaking the seal part, but I'm going to pop this open and let's take a look and see what he gave me. You know, I did offer him, I would have been more than happy to send something back in return. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff, but he was pretty adamant that he didn't want anything in return. So, wow, I mean, okay, man. You know, if you change your mind, let me know. I'd be happy to send you something back. But let's see what's inside of here. Okie doke. What in the world? What? Huh? Dude. Oh my god. He sent me a bunch of albums. Oh my gosh. Wow, wrap them up. Let me see here. Oh my god. Specialty Series Japan. What? This is, I mean, absolutely nothing like what I was anticipating. I'm not even kidding you guys. I mean, we didn't discuss what he was going to send me, but I really imagined, I'm not kidding, just like, you know, a bag of mixed up stamps or something like that. But man, oh my god, look at Japan, 1959 to 71. I know the video looks kind of dark, don't worry, once I get this box off my desk, it'll all look a little bit better. Japan, 1876 to 54, what? This is crazy. Oh my god, and he packaged them up really beautifully too. Lee, oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so that seems to be the box. Okay, let me get situated here. What the heck? This is unbelievable. I feel honored that he would bestow upon me some of his collection. Now, what I don't know, maybe we'll find that out when we go in here, is did he make these himself? Did he buy these? You know, how did he come into possession of these? They're beautiful. I mean, they're very beautiful. Here, let me get some scissors. Nice looking albums, I can already tell. I have similar albums that I think I have military covers and stuff in. Holy moly, thanks, dude. I really, really appreciate it. I mean, oh my god. Okay, I gotta, hold on, let me get these out of here real quick. And let's just take a look at one of these. I think I'll have to adjust the camera. Okay, so this is 1983 to 87 Japan. Let's see what's going on. Oh, cool. This is nice. Okay. So, relatively recent Japan here. And then, yeah, let me adjust this camera. Okie doke. So, looks like one of our stamps broke free. I wonder which one that was. Probably there. Very cool. Okay, so they're hinged. Used. Looks like, yeah, I think all these are used, which is fine. Okay, now that's going to go flying. Let me set them here. Wow. Very nice Yeah, this is cool. So I don't know all of the Japan that I have or don't have. So some of these I might have, some of these I may not. Look at a pan. Let's put a J there. That's funny. A little bit thicker paper here. This is cool. Love the owl. A beautiful postmark that we would call sock on the nose pretty much. Nice complete postmark. These are cool. They always have interesting caricatures. I think it's the right term to use, caricatures. I'm not sure, but... Well... So, this one is relatively simple, this album. They've got, it says Japan up here, which you can't see. It has the year, it says 84, 85. It has spaces for the stamps and the, I'm assuming, Scott number. I'm not sure, but... pretty straightforward, simple album pages. Wow. Oh man, that's cool. What is that? This looks like leaves on a lake or something. Okay, so, yeah, this is cool. That's an Akita. Those are pretty awesome dogs. They're very intelligent, too. Okay, I'm loving it. Conch shells and stuff. Man, I have never had somebody send me something like this. This is very cool. I did a stamp trade with Christopher. I don't know if you still watch, Chris, but if you're out there and you're watching, hope you're well, buddy. Which is actually a fairly popular video of mine. And I don't do, I interact with, you guys, mostly through comments. I don't do a whole lot of trades or anything like that. Even though this isn't a trade, it kind of feels like one, even though apparently he doesn't want anything back. I mean, just incredibly gracious of him to do this, man. And I just haven't had the money to really buy anything from a long time. And, wow, it's just really... It makes me feel good that, people out there appreciate what I do. It honestly, it takes a pretty good chunk of time, and it's my free time, which is incredibly precious to me. I only get so much free time to just enjoy life and relax, and that's like after chores and errands and all the baloney, cooking and like all the stuff you have to do just to be a civilized human being, right? I work so much. I've been doing 3 weeks straight of 11 hours a day shifts, and I'm getting sick of it, man. I could really use I really wish that they would I hope we get caught up and they reduce my hours. Jesus criminy. I was really hoping the boss would come by this yesterday at the end of Friday and be like, hey guys, we're gonna switch back to 9-hour shifts or something, even 10 hours. But so without rambling too long, yeah, I really just haven't had a lot of free time, man. And so when I make these videos, I honestly have to commit like a good 4 to 5 hour chunk of my either Saturday or Sunday to create a video, because I have to film it, upload it, edit it, all that baloney, right? It doesn't kill my day, but it really sucks up my free time making these videos. But that's okay. I've always done it because I love it and I love stamps, and it is fun and enjoyable to me. So it's not like work, but it is a sacrifice in a way, because I have a choice. I'm a pretty lazy guy. I don't know if you know that, but I can be supremely lazy. Sometimes I don't know if it's just a male thing, like just being a guy. I'm sure women do this too, perhaps, but sometimes I like to do absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, just nobody talk to me. Just let me veg out, relax, put my feet up, watch a movie, not have to even get up. I don't want to do anything. I just want to zone out and relax. That's kind of like my recharge method. And you know, some people read books, some people do all kinds of, you know, there's all kinds of stuff you can do, but I am actually somewhat lazy, and so I work a lot, and I like to keep a clean place, and I have hobbies, and so I have very limited, like, relaxing time to just chill out. And so it's a little bit of a sacrifice for me to make videos, but like I said, I love it, and that's why I do it. That is very cool. Oh my gosh, it's silver foil, some kind of plant. It's actually, oh, it's a tree. That is gorgeous. I love that one. Oh, well, you guys can see that. It's 62 cents. That is beautiful. I love that stamp. Wow. So anyways, where was I even headed with all that? So, you know, over the 3 plus years or something at this point that I've been doing this, I've actually given up an awful lot of time. I mean, I think I have around 200 videos here on YouTube, and so, you know, for him to appreciate that, you know, the, let's say, sacrifice that I've made, and that I continue to make, to try and create content that is at the bare minimum enjoyable, if not informative and educational and fun, and, you know, all that. I really, really appreciate it, Lee. It's just really, really nice. It makes me feel appreciated, and I get comments from people fairly often that do also appreciate my stuff, but pretty much nobody goes to the length that Lee has done here, that he's gone here to actually, I mean, this cost him money and possession. I can't believe you did this, man. I love this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I know I'm not talking about the stamps right now so much, but I'm just scanning everything. I mean, this is awesome. I guarantee I didn't have all these. Like, I guarantee it. So this is going to be a huge bolster to my Japanese collection. Wow. And it's perfect. I mean, perfect timing. I know I just did that last video that I got back into working on my Japanese album. Nope, I had a burp. So I think that's what gave him the idea. He's like, hey, I'm going to send Kyle my Japanese stuff. I don't know if this is all his stuff. He probably still has some. Like I said, I just don't know. But this is going to be actually pretty big for me. Of course, the goal is to fill that album out as much as possible. And I have 2 volumes from that huge collection that I had purchased, that I'm just transferring the stamps over. I'm checking them and then transferring them over. And then I have a Japanese folder. So I do have actually a lot of Japanese stuff. But with these albums here, holy moly. Now I feel like I've truly got a solid shot to probably almost completely fill out the album I'm making, which is so cool. Oh man, this one's awesome. Look at these. This one down, the series down at the bottom. That is cool. Big, tall, vertical stamps. Looks like a bunch of different horses. I'm not sure what's going on in them. They have like a big rope beneath their belly. That is interesting. Okay. So, sorry. So there's a few of these, and I'm not gonna go and look through every page of every one yet, because that would take way too long. But I wanted to just kind of start going through here. That's awesome. 94, so 95, 96. Oh, man, these are cool. I mean, I haven't even seen any of these. I swear to God, I haven't seen any of these. Look at these. These are very cool. I love these ones at the bottom that are obviously commemorating older issues. That is super cool. Oh my gosh, this thing is pretty well filled out. Look at all of these. Oh my god, this is great. Holy moly. It's so cool. Japanese stamps are gorgeous. They are. They just have such a unique, beautiful art style to them. Oh man, these are nice. These are actually kind of ultra realistic. Yeah, very cool. I mean, Japan has such a unique culture, you know? Like, it really is. I know that there's like some similar cultures, but they're pretty unique in my eyes, in my mind. Let's see, and their architecture. Holy moly, that's definitely unique. Japanese architecture. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I mean, look at all these. Oh my gosh, those are oh my gosh, Olympics stamps. Sorry. Prefecture issues. Nagasaki, Saga, and Fukuoka. Fukuoka? Wow, this is so cool. This is definitely a mishmash album. There is a mix here of different album pages. I mean, this page is unique. Look at it at the top. Japan postal issues. This is so cool. Oh my god. This is so cool. Okay, so that's this one. Look, it does get in the semi-postal, so some back of book as well. Yeah, this is so cool, man. Okay. Air post stamps, awesome, sweet. I don't know. That's something I actually have no idea about. Is what kind of back of book material I have or don't have. I just don't remember if I've even looked at it. Oh no. One of my stamps came loose. Okay, get in there. Okay. Trying to be respectful here. Oh, that's right. He has his page turners. Forgot about that. Okay. Wow. Oh my god. This is cool. Holy moly. Alright, let's take a look at whatever these next ones are here. Think of a good spot to... Yeah, okay, I think scissors would actually be superior. Yeah, he wrapped all this stuff very nicely. This explains it, man. When he sent me, when I got this box, I was like, "What the heck? This box is so heavy. What's going on here?" And since his name on YouTube is Lee's Automotive, I was like, maybe he sent me like some kind of weird car part or something like that. Okay, so we have two albums here. This is 72 to 82. Okay. 1876 to 1954. So this should have some older stuff in it. Let's pop this one open. Make space here. Got my tongs ready just in case. My scissors. Okay. Interesting. Japan Emperor's Standard. Japan Crown Prince. Okay, well, all I can really tell you about that is it looks like the symbol of the chrysanthemum, which is like their flower. You'll find that on an awful lot of their stamps. That's actually pretty. I don't think you may not be able to tell, but it's sparkly gold. That's very cool. Nice opening page. Okay, so it looks like we pick up right around in the mid-70s as far as Scott number goes. Oh man, these are cool. And you know, looking at these, they give me the impression that these like series are not some super easy one to identify. I could be wrong, but I just have a gut feeling those ones might be a little bit involved to catalog. Holy moly, love that postage stamp. That cancel is really nice. Man, I really wish I could read Japanese. It would be so cool to actually be able to decipher what these say, but all I see is a bunch of characters that I have no idea what any of them mean. Oh man, that's a fancy cancel. Look at that. Look at that. What do you call that? Like a negative X? Is that the right negative? It may not be a negative X. Oh crap. I'm forgetting my fancy cancel terminology here. But anyway, it's clearly a fancy cancel. It kind of looks like 4 kind of diamonds. And the X in the middle might just be coincidental. And anyways, I love that. Let me keep going. Okay. Blank page. Get you centered again. Let's see. There you go. That's okay if this one is not very filled out, because this is the older one. I didn't expect anything of value or any kind of really unique older stamps, to be frank. So this already just blows my expectations right out of the water. I mean, this is awesome. These are so pretty. Oh my god, really nice cancels. You know, I know that some people and like, some people don't like bold cancels. And I guess that's kind of like a general thought in the stamp collecting world, is that people like light cancels so that it doesn't obscure the design on the stamp. You can still see the stamp, but also see the cancel. Well, personally, I don't ever find it like some huge issue for me. Like, this is pretty bold. It's very clear. You can see that cancel. I don't mind that whatsoever, you know. Doesn't really bother me. Never really has, and I almost even like it, frankly. One thing that I can agree with is, as far as how bold or light the cancels are, obliterator cancels, I mean, they definitely ruin, you know, your ability to see the stamp. There's just no question about that. So I may not be completely in love with obliterators, but when it comes to like normal CDS cancels, I don't mind if they're bold. You know, if they're thick. That doesn't really bother me. Wow, this is so freaking cool. Look, 1905 to 1907. Man. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Here we are with this chrysanthemum. Jesus. This kind of series here. I've seen these before. I think I do have some of these. Oh my god, this is so cool. Wow. Oh wow, these are the ones that I was just identifying. These ones, actually. In that last video that I uploaded. Oh. Very awesome. Looks like a mint stamp actually mounted. Formally hinged, it seems, actually. I can see the slight shine of former adhesive on that, but that does look to be in actually really good shape. So I guess you'd say that there's like a hinge mark, but, or formerly hinged. Something to that effect. Yeah, wow, this is, I think, where I ended up, this guy, in my Japanese album. Wow, cool. Okay, so I'm super familiar with those. Okay, 1519. Wow, what is that? I'm not sure what that is, actually, but, some kind of ribbon. So yeah, I won't look at every page. Like I said, let's just kind of, I'm gonna grab chunks and let's skim through. Yeah, Mount Fuji. Very cool. We're up to 1925. We just, actually this is 36 now. Man, this is nice. So after I type all of these stamps out of here and put them into my album, I will definitely find use for these albums. I'll definitely get to reuse them, which is pretty nice. Maybe a little dusty. Yeah, that's okay. I got the Remedy right here. Holy moly. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, this is really unexpected. Just making me feel blessed, buddy. Thank you so much. Gosh. So freaking cool. Look at all of these. These are really nice. You know what I'm thinking to myself? Since a lot of these are hinged, I will use probably my method that I like the most for removing these from this album, which is an X-Acto knife. I did a little video on that, how I remove hinge stamps from albums. Basically, I hold them up and I'm very careful. I take a little X-Acto knife and just slice the hinge. I found it to be a very clean, easy way to get them off of there. Okay, 3940. Oh man. Okay, I mean this is great. Okay, so just to kind of leaf through, some pages filled out more than others. I wonder if those are postage dues. That could be. The kids reading a book. Mother holding child. Weird. The one underneath doesn't even look like a real stamp. Looks like it was cut out. It has borders as if it's on paper, but there's no, clearly it's just printed on the paper. That is strange. Can you guys see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one below, because it's not actually a stamp on the paper, it's printed on the paper. Very weird. So it's like that's a cutout from a magazine or something, perhaps. These are cool. Man. Alright, so let's just kind of skim through. Keep cruising. Holy moly. $52. These are interesting pages. They've got a texture to them. It's like a grid. I can see the lines on the paper. Interesting paper, I have to say. So yeah, I do wonder if he made these. That would be my guess. Maybe he could have purchased some of these as is, you know? Could be. Okay, wow. Okay. Oh, man, it's so cool. Holy moly. Alright, let's take a look through this other one here. Let me get a drink of coffee real quick. Yeah, I'm still finishing my coffee off from the gas station. Honestly, horrible. Ugh. Ugh. I had to go get a state inspection done on my car and walked over to get a cup of coffee from the gas station nearby. What the heck? They didn't have cream or sugar. All they had was Coffee Mate. How gross. If you look, I bet some of you use Coffee Mate. Let me tell you something. Look at the ingredients on your Coffee Mate container. Coffee Mate has horrible ingredients. I never use Coffee Mate anymore. That is actually some really gross stuff, and it's so sad that so many people put that in their coffee, which is how they get started most days. Bad idea, trust me. Just stick with real cream and sugar, for God's sake. Don't use Coffee Mate. That stuff is so bad for you. Ugh. So anyways, that's all they had, and I had to use it, and because I don't like it plain. I have to have something. I like a little something, at least a little sweetness. So, these are mounted. Ooh, I wonder if this is a mint album. That actually might be. Holy moly, that'd be super cool. So they're a little bit off kilter here, but they look really good. Man, look at cows grazing in a beautiful field. We start off at number 11, 11. No, sorry. 11, 12, 11, 1108. Well, whatever. In the 1100s. Okay, so they're not all mint. Okay, these are used, which is totally fine. But a lot of them, like this whole page here, looks mint. Are there hinge marks? Okay, not on this. That looks absolutely immaculate. That is beautiful. We would call that Post Office Fresh. That looks great. Wow. Okay, yeah. Boy Scouts. Man, this is cool. We're back to this paper again with this really interesting texture. I don't even think you guys would be able to tell. Probably not. Maybe. It reminds me of like linen or something. It's just an interesting texture. It's practicing samurai fighting with big sticks. When I just said samurai, it reminded me that some trivia, like, so samurai, like Americans, let's say, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but I feel like Americans, because of movies and television and all the stuff we've seen of samurais, you know, I think a lot of Americans think that there was like legions of samurais in the army or something, but I don't really think that that's how samurais were, from what I understand, and I could be wrong. I heard there never really was that many samurai. Samurai were like a very specific type of soldier, and they were really more like a guard. And I think that they were the emperor's personal guardsmen, let's say. They weren't just average soldiers, you know. There weren't like big troops of samurais. Japanese katanas for samurai were such good quality that there are swords out there that still exist that are like over 1,000 years old and stuff like that. I know for a fact Joe Rogan has one, that podcast guy, because he was talking about, he's like, yeah, I've got this like 1,500-year-old katana that's still in pristine condition, and that just goes to show, I mean, the craftsmanship, yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, this album looks great. I mean, here we are, 74. I mean, this looks really, really nice. I love that a lot of these look to be mint and mounted, because I think a large majority of what I have is used. And while I do collect both, so I like to have a kind of balance, like some kind of mixture. Where, you know, I don't strive to have mint stamps. I do like them. I do. And it's nice to see them. Oh man, that is pretty. What in the world? That's a really pretty issue right there. With a little duck swimming in the pond. Bunch of, looks like autumn leaves on the surface. That's very pretty. That's the kind of stuff I think, you know, when I think about Japan and just like how whimsical and pretty and artistic I find their stamps to be, you know, that's like a great example. It's just beautiful. It's very cool. You know, it looks like a steam engine going on a bridge over a giant gorge or whatever in a valley. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty. Man, this is unbelievable, dude. Lee, you've outdone yourself, man. Man, this is very cool. Look at beautiful birds. Trains, birds, arts. This guy's like chasing a, looks like a mouse underground or something. Ooh, I'd be getting claustrophobic, man. Ooh. That's funny. This is like a peacock. That reminds me of my mom. My mom used to have a couple of peacock feathers in a vase. I always thought they were so pretty. Not only the whole animal, but just individual feathers. They're gorgeous. Ships. Man, yeah, this is so cool. Okay. Oh, bummer. One came loose and got bent. Probably during shipping, but that's okay. This is weird. I keep seeing duplicates here. Am I dreaming? No. Wait, 1273. 1273. Yeah. Interesting. Duplicate pages. Maybe the intention was one page mint, one page used. I mean, that has to be it, actually. Like, here's a completely mint page. Everything's mint. And then here we have the same exact stuff used. That's awesome. I like that. Mint and used. That's very cool. See, there we are, mint. Here we are, used. Actually, really nice way to do that. I like that a lot, actually. I've never really thought about doing that. But I totally like that. Mint, let me guess, used. Man, that's cool. That is nice. Wow, this is so freaking unbelievable. Souvenir sheet of 3, issued January of 1978 by a lottery. By a lottery? What? So some people would win it just by chance, I guess? Issued by lottery. Wow. Man. Holy moly. Whew. This is crazy. Okay, well what to do if I have mint and used? What would I put in my album? I had absolutely no intention of having duplicates. You know, I suppose that I could always put either the mint or the used in these these pages that I'll be putting in the back for my duplicates. I mean, that would make logical sense. Alright, I don't have to make a decision right now. I'll have to think about that. Yeah. What I'm wondering, would I prefer to have the mint on the page and the used in the back, or vice versa? That's probably how I would approach that. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's keep moving through this guy and take a quick look at the other albums. This is, I mean, this is more than I ever expected. This is so cool. Okay, up into the 80s. Wow. Jeez. Oh my god. So we've gone through 3, and there's 3 more to go through. Holy moly, man. Wow. This is nuts. This is unbelievable. Man, I can't believe it. Kind of like, it's like gives me hope for this gives me hope for mankind. Like, there's still good people out there, you know? Man. It's hard not to be cynical these days. I gotta say. I know that sounds pessimistic, but okay, yeah, a little dusty. I wonder how massive Lee's collection is, because if he's like able to spare this stuff, I wonder how much more he's got. I bet you got a massive collection, don't you, Lee? Okay, Japan 59 to 72. Looks like the pages came out of the ring. Okay. Oh wow, is that a Cinderella? The ring is compromised is why. Okay. Yeah, that's a Cinderella. Oh, you guys can't even see. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's a Cinderella there, 1951. But I'm not sure that's even Japan. This just looks like an American tuberculosis Cinderella. So kind of an oddball there. Let's keep cruising. Oops, I skipped a page. 59. Yeah, this is so cool. Look at origami. 668A. This one's weird. Like, that looks like a normal sushi. This one's thick, like cardstock. Dare I remove it and see what's going on here? What is this? Combined postage stamps to commemorate the wedding of H.I.H., the Crown Prince. It says on April 10th, 1959, was issued a set of 4 special stamps to commemorate the wedding of H.I.H., the Crown Prince. Then they also did a miniature sheet having in its center the 5 yen stamp. Oh, interesting. Okay. And the 10 yen. Yep, okay. With the portraits of the Crown Prince and the Crown Princess. Wow. Interesting to have this. This piece I find interesting. Explaining all that. I wonder where this is from. I'm not sure this is a real. I don't know what this is. Did the stamps come in this original? Did the sushi come in this? Could that be? Okay. Carefully put that back. No. Oh, these look like the stamps that were just explained in that booklet. Wow, this is cool. Oh my gosh, these are mint as well. Oh, man. I got to say, I've been looking forward to this. I got this package in the mail, I think 3 days ago, and every day when I come home, I'm like, oh. I'm just so tired after work. I don't want to. I wanted to film, taking a look at all this, but I wanted to wait to open it. So, yeah, this is great. Wow. 61. 61 and 65. Looks like some kind of volcano or something. Huh. So, what just crossed my mind is the Japanese toilet. I don't know. I've never been to Japan. I've never used a Japanese toilet, but there's some comedian, I can't remember who he is, but he was saying the Japanese have perfected the toilet, that you leave a Japanese bathroom after using their toilet cleaner than when you went in, whereas in America, you leave an American bathroom with PTSD. Which I always thought was funny. But yeah, he's just stressing. He's like, have you ever used a Japanese toilet? Oh, I think it was Jim Gaffigan. He's known as the clean comedian. He's a rare guy because he's actually funny, but with pretty much clean jokes that like the whole family can enjoy, which is quite rare, honestly. I find his comedy very enjoyable. and the whole family can enjoy it as well. He's just a funny guy. But yeah, Jim Gaffigan. If any of you guys have never heard of him, he's a white guy. Whatever. He's very funny. You can find his stuff on YouTube. Wow, look at this. Oh man, beautiful mint birds. These are awesome. Oh my god, this looks so good. And then used. Holy moly. So it seems like he followed the same theme. I don't know if that was the case in those first couple albums that we looked at. If it was, I didn't pick up on that right away. See, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Mint and then used. Dang, man. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, I'm still bubbling over. What am I gonna do with that? I just started thinking maybe what I would do is I would take the mint stamps and mount them in my album, in mounts, and then perhaps I could just leave these used stamps on this page and just simply put this page in the album. That, well, for one thing, that would be easy because I wouldn't have to remove all of these and risk damaging all of them and, you know, dealing with that and then using a different page to mount or hinge them all onto. I mean, they're already here on these pages. So in my album, I might just simply slip this behind my original album page. I kind of like that. That might be the best thing to do. I still need to think on it more, but that might be a winning. That might be an answer, you know, for what I'm considering to do with these. And I actually do like these pages, like I was saying. They're whatever they're made of. They're not normal paper. They're nice enough. Yeah, it would be a lot of stamps as well to just... Yeah, see. Oh man, these are cool. Almost all of these have this wavy line cancel. It's pretty cool. Oh no, that one. It's neat. I was just thinking they call that a mute cancel, right? Because it doesn't really give any information compared to like a CDS. It's just wavy lines. Stamp's been used. Doesn't give you any info on the date, the time, location, nothing. And those are called mute cancels. Okay, I'm going slow. I'm sorry. I could just sit here and I could go real slow and take a good look at all of these because this is so nice. Man, my Japanese album is gonna be awesome. I already felt like it was gonna be awesome, just because I do have a fair bit of stuff for it, you know. But now, oh my god! I mean, just even having just mint and used, I mean, that's like a whole nother aspect that I'll be able to introduce into this album. Man, and this is really nice. This is so cool. Oh man, I love that. It's all snowy, it's shiny silver foil. You know, to date, still some of my personal favorites. Like, let's say one of the favorite things that I've done would have to be in my big giant worldwide album. The gold foil section, I love that section. I love that section. I spent a lot of money on those stamps too. It was not cheap. Oh my gosh. I literally, you know, those, you know, that album, if you're familiar. If you're not, I took a triple extra large journal and created a stamp album out of it. I mean, it's enormous. It's like 2 feet tall. It's almost ridiculous how big it is. And I just like decided you know, to do what absolutely anything I wanted with it. I mean, just whatever I felt like doing is what I did. I have a lot of different sections in that album. I'm still not done with it, but one of the sections I just was like, you know what? Let's go with shiny foil stamps, mostly gold foil, but some silver foil. Just anything that's foil and shiny. And man, I love that section. That reminds me also, I did another section in that album of holographic stamps. I also really love that section and spent a lot of money on that too. I've never seen anybody do that, like anywhere, any video. I may not be like the most well-traveled collector. I haven't gone to a stamp show yet. I haven't been out there seeing, anybody else, that may have done the same thing. I just haven't. But on all the videos I've watched and everything that I've ever seen, I've never seen anybody do that. A gold foil section or a holographic stamp section. So I actually like to think that those are actually pretty unique sections in my album. At least let's say uncommon, at the bare minimum. But I love those. I love that part of that album. Oh, by the way, talking about that makes me think about how Collect, the online Collect free catalog, has a search function, and when I go back and work on those sections, because I'm not quite done with them, I am planning on using Collect's free online stamp catalog, because you can keyword search for topical stamps. So I'm going to keyword search for gold foil and for holographic, and it'll just give you pages and pages of lists of all the different holographic and gold foil stamps from all the different countries. That way I can hopefully come up with stuff that I haven't seen or haven't put in the album yet, and I'll use that as a tool to find more content and material to put in those sections to finally finish them, like completely fill them out. When the day comes that I finally have enough money to do so, that's my plan. I thought I haven't seen a better way than Collect's catalog, because man, that thing is sweet and it's free, and the whole keyword search is perfect for topical stamp collectors. So anyways, I have to change my battery. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we're nearing 1970, just continuing with mint and then used, and this is all just beautiful. I mean, come on. What's not to like here? Extremely generous. Oh man, this is cool. Yeah. I like the way that this was done as well. I have a feeling that he probably built these albums himself. Because I feel like these pages are somewhere in the middle as far as like total garbage and pristine album pages, like ultra premium, like a Palo album or something. I feel like that, like they're somewhere in the middle, because I get the impression, like, I feel like these would be easily printed, okay, and he probably came into possession of these pages, whatever this paper is. They even have little ring protector circles at the holes. So my thought would be somebody came up, probably bought a couple of boxes or something of these album pages, printed them out, and then just put strips of mounts and slap the stamps in. These are strips, they're not individual mounts, at least on this page. And I actually think that that's like a really intelligent way to do that. Makes it really easy, it's clean, it's simple, and I feel like someone wouldn't have too hard of a time doing it that way. This is actually a pretty intelligent way to make your own album pages if he made them himself. I'm liking that. Yeah, look at mint, and then used. Man. Ooh, look at this one. It has a little extra in here. Wow, that's cool. Oh my God! Look at that stamp. That's awesome stamp. Tiger? Yeah, it's a tiger. Look at that guy. Man, that's a good looking stamp. Very cool art style. Holy moly. So it looks like it came out of a set. That is gorgeous. What is on the bottom? A dragon? Man, that's a gorgeous series there. Whatever is going on. Really, really, really cool art style. Oh, man. I'm not even kidding you. I'm personally really enjoying that. That little series right there. I wonder what the whole series looks like all together. I want it. It's pretty cool. That's an awesome stamp. Look, again, used. Oh, that is so cool. Look at the cancel on these. It's a weird looking cancel. NDA. Oh, I see KANDA. It says 72 Japan. What place in Japan has Kanda in it? Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't know for sure if that's really part of the name of the place. Maybe whatever that word is could just mean something in Japanese. But I keep thinking Wakanda, but that's a fictional place in the Marvel universe. The Black Panther, you know. All right. Yeah, so anyway, intriguing. Okay, this is just unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Unbelievable. I freaking can't believe this. God. This is so great. And this one was 96 to 01. Wow, so more recent. Okay, this is beautiful. Look at this. I mean, so 91 to 93. And we're in the 2100s as far as Scott number here. I really like these. The kind of color palette here is nice. It's very nice. Enjoyable to look at. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay, 91. That was a really nice page. This is also really nice. Man, look at all these. I wonder if these guys are. I was going to say actors. What would probably be more correct? I don't know. I guess like theatrical actors or something. I'm kind of ashamed. I can't remember. What, like people that act in a play compared to actors on television. What is what do you call these stage actors? Perhaps is probably better. I can't remember if I'm missing a word for what those guys are called, but stage actors. Okay. That looks like a child's drawing of a butterfly. It's smiling at you. This is really cool. Man, this is so much stuff. Yeah, wow. What else can I say? I mean, far beyond what I expected here. This is great. So much stuff. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. This is similar to that first page. I really like these. Look at that awesome eagle. Man, this is nice. Whoa. Stuff is... Oh man. Just fantastic. so cool. 96 cancel. Manishi. It's hard to read. Hibosh. Hibosh. Oh, sorry. Hibosh Manishi or something. An Olympic torchbearer right next to a gigantic Olympic torch statue that's burning. Sculpture or whatever. Man. Japanese stamps, you guys. Hey, you're trying to think of something to collect. I mean, here you go. Japan has some really great stamps. This is pretty funny looking. Are these real stamps? It looks like they are. They're actually canceled. I almost thought these were Cinderellas or like stick-on labels for a sec. Wow. I wonder... Oh, they're hinged. Okay, good. I was kind of afraid that they were licked and stuck on there like stickers. Puppy, kitten, parakeets, pansies, and bunny. Well, these must be pansies then. I was wondering, like, what's a pansy? Like flowers. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I like these pages. These are cool. These remind me of that World of Stamps series that I was mentioning in my last video, I think. Or the one before. I can't recall now. But this almost looks like a World of Stamp series, but Japan. Like a Japanese version. Made in the USA. Okay. Japan Postal Series. Yeah, I love the little explanations next to things. That is great. Looks like we have singles here from what would have been some giant Sue sheet. 1998. Yeah, a lot of these pages in here. Surprising. Look at Japan Postal Issues again. Oh my gosh. Wow, there's a lot of these in here. This is awesome. Yeah, these would have been little sheets. What do you call these? Sheetlets? I'm not sure if these would be considered souvenir sheets as much as like miniature sheets or sheetlets. I can't remember if sheetlet is the right term. Or if I just made that up. I feel like that's a real term. A sheetlet. Oh man, these are awesome. These are super cool. I realize I started going pretty slow. I'm going to have to try and pick it up a little. Oh man, these are just nice. I totally love Japanese stamps. Oh yeah. I like Japanese stamps. You know what I don't know? I wonder what like the most recent Japanese stamps are. I haven't like my actual Scott catalogs are digital, and I think I have the 2021 catalogs. I can't recall, but those ones, of course, won't have the most recent releases in them. I suppose if I ever really wanted to see what are the current, up-to-date, most recent Japanese stamp issues, I could easily go to Kolnect. Or what was the other one? I think it was called Stamp World, if I'm not mistaken. Man, unbelievable amount of these Japan Postal issue pages. So it's like a big chunk in this album. Pretty awesome. I definitely would not be... I will not throw these away or anything like that, even though they don't have the stamps on them. I would keep these. These are nice. These pages here, they even feel nice. I like them. Yeah, I almost wonder in this album here if I wonder if like this album was solely really meant for these pages. I wonder if all of them are here. Like, there's a page number down at the bottom. This one says 388. This must be a pretty massive series. There's clearly an awful lot of these. For somebody to fill all these out, it is going to be a bit of an undertaking, apparently. Yeah, just more and more. 402. Geez, 400 pages of this. Wow. Okay. So a lot of those seem empty, but that's okay. That was awesome. Okay, and now the final album here, which seems actually enormous compared to the other ones. So I'm not sure why that is. It's almost big enough that it makes me think it could be sheets. It's green. Yeah, this is a big album. Holy moly. That's a big boy. Right there. Okay. Give it a little bit of love here. What is this? Specialty Series, Japan. Initial impressions. This is a nice album. This might... I don't know if it's nicer than the other ones. The other ones are nice too, but this actual album itself is nice. Oh boy. Cool. So, looks like we're starting off with a little mix, which I don't mind whatsoever. I love mixed up stuff too. So kind of random mixed up stuff here. Let's see about trying to get these back where they belong. Feel a little better. Feel like they're a little bit safer. They kind of want to fall out of this page. Oh man. Alright. Oh man. This is nice. Look at that. Pretty. Oh yeah. I mean, there's an awful lot going on this one page. All kinds of different stuff. 67, 65, 63, 69, 68. So it looks like a bunch of stamps from the 60s on this page. And then we get, I guess, the actual album. So it's a Scott album. Specialty album for Postage Stamps of Japan Part 1. Oh wow, it actually starts really old, 1871. It goes up to 1953. It says as postage, semi-post, air post, military offices in China, Korea, and Formosa. Wow, so this is a legitimate specialty album from Scott. Wow. Oh man, I really like this. Oh man, this is nice enough that darn it, I kind of wish I simply had this even before I made my own. Darn it, this is nice. This is really nice. Oh man, shucks. Man, so these are the oldest ones, 1871. Okay, so not surprising to not have these filled out. That's okay. All these are quite old. Oh, we've got one on here. What is this? Well, this I guess would be number 108. Scott number 108. Looks in really good shape. Some of the perfs could be better, but this is actually nice. Quite nice. Looks quite clean and vibrant still. Nice little cancel. So that's from a series from 1899 to 1907. Well, I think I do have this one already in my album. Number 1900. Wow, unwatermarked. Watermark zigzag lines, these are the ones that I was doing. And then look at these. What? Wow. Don't know if I have these. These actually are pretty cool. I really just can't remember. And it's nice that he didn't completely adhere the mount to the page. I'll admit that, yeah, I did that quite a lot on former albums I've worked on, but I ended up deciding after adhering both sides of the mount that it probably isn't necessary, and probably the best thing to do really is just like this, just do one side, which is what I think most people do, but specifically in that big giant worldwide album that I was talking about, I adhered both sides of my mounts because they're humongous pages, and I just have no intention of taking the stamps out. And since they're such big, awkward pages, I was a little insecure. Like, I really just wanted to make sure that the stamps would stay in the mounts. So I kind of fully mounted them. But you can still, even when they're fully mounted, you can still open the mount up from the top, grab the stamp and pull it out. Or you can just slip your tongs under the mount and undo the adhesion. Were somebody ever to, raid my album that I created after I'm dead or whatever. The stamps can be taken out. That was just a choice that I made. But yeah, the more that I mount stamps, the more albums I make, the more that I think you really don't want to fully adhere both sides of the mount. You just one side is enough. And like I mentioned in the videos for that big giant album, I don't think I would ever make an album like that again. I think that it actually is just too big. I mean, it gets ridiculous. There's a point. This album here, I think is great. It's still big. It's definitely bigger than average, but not overly so. It's not excessive. I don't know, if I were to make a new album today, would I even go any bigger than an album like this? Probably not. This is probably about as big. This is about ideal. It's big, beautiful, and there's a point. I mean, that was a lesson that I learned. I spent all the money, all the time, and I do love the album. It is unique, but I would not do it again. I would not do that. Make that album again. That's going to be a one-off. That album. Very nice. These albums are absolute passion projects. I mean, the amount of time, money, effort that it would take to fill an album like this is a lot. These are true passion projects. So for someone to have, let's say, a specialty series from Scott album for every country A to Z, that'd be unbelievable. I mean, oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine the amount of time a person would have spent in their life to create, a whole bookshelf full of these albums and fill them out. It's a serious amount of what's the word I'm thinking of? Dedication, I think, is what I was looking for. Yeah, so this is a beautiful album. Yeah, what to do with this? I mean, I wouldn't want to break this apart or anything. Like, I will take the stamps out. I have no problem doing that and putting them in the album I'm making. But, like, afterwards, I would feel so bad if I were to toss these pages. I feel like this is something that I actually might, if I stripped it clean, I might be able to just sell this to somebody, like sell it on eBay, as a used Scott Specialty album. I would just feel bad throwing something like this away. I mean, it's just too nice. I mean, it's an actual legitimate Scott Specialty album here. It's just too dang nice with the binder and everything. This is awesome. These mounts are not cheap. As I'm looking at them, and what I was thinking is, well, this one came undone, but probably what I would do, whoopsie, is just reuse these. I would just leave these in these mounts. I'd put some, I'd wet the other strip. He wet it here, but I would wet it on the other side and just reuse them to mount them into my album. Because, yeah, man, anybody that's tried to fill an album out with mounts, you know that it totally adds up. It really does get expensive. Okay, I'm trying to be careful with that. We're up into the 40s here. And these all look mint. Awesome. Love this one. I just about guarantee I didn't have that. Might have been in the other albums, but I've never seen this. 47. To commemorate the inauguration of the Constitution. Constitution of Japan. I didn't even know they had a Constitution of Japan. I'll be honest. Had no idea. Government is a sacred trust of the people, the authority for which is derived from the people, the powers of which are exercised by the representatives of the people, and the benefits of which are enjoyed by the people. That's the first paragraph. Wow. Huh. Very cool. On Watermark Tree. To commemorate the Philatelic Exhibition in Tokyo 47. Wow, that would be cool. Yeah, I really love that he has some sous sheets in here. Issued in connection with Stamp Hobby Week, November 1st to 7th, 1947. Yeah, a lot of these have come undone. I'm trying to be careful with these. So that was Osaka. This is Nagoya with a koi fish, I think. Or, I mean, they look like big belly goldfish, but I don't know why I want to say they're koi fish. I can't remember what koi fish are. Not gonna linger. Let's just move on. Oh wait, maybe I do. I've seen koi ponds. They're those big, beautiful, vibrant fishes that are not dangerous. I think that they're in the Japanese culture fairly significant to them for some reasons. Darn it, I can't remember everything. Sorry, guys. I've seen a koi pond though. I know what a koi pond is. They're very beautiful fish. I think they live a really long time as well. But anyways, I don't know a lot about koi, so let me just shut up. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, oh boy. I realize I'm going kind of slow. I'm getting like caught up looking at this bad boy. Well, a lot of it is clearly unfilled. There are definite little gems in here, which I'm totally enjoying. Oh, look at this is part 2 here. Interesting. Huh. I skipped a whole giant chunk too. So there's, I'm sure, some stuff that we missed, but 80th anniversary of the Postal Service. Oh man, I feel like a little spoiled brat here. I can't believe that I have this. This is really nice. Yeah, if I didn't make my own album, I would have absolutely no reservations using this. This is a very nice album. I mean, practically what I tried to make was this. Oh wow, she's actually got her boobs out. That could go in my nude art stamp collection. Interesting. I won't, but it could. She's getting her hair done. Why not throw on a top? Why have your tits out? I don't know, but guess she just needed to be topless for that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is nice. I really, really appreciate it, Lee. I know I've said that over and over, but man, super duper nice of you to do this for me, pal. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I mean, this is just freaking great for me. Oh man, I can't believe how many of these are mint. Oh my god. Whew. You know, something that I've been thinking about is like consolidating my collection, you know, because if you guys have watched my channel from the beginning, you know that I kind of went for it at the beginning. I was a little out of my mind. I just was like trying to collect the whole world, which I think that some people have done, and then they eventually get humbled and realize that there's no freaking way you're ever going to collect the whole world unless you're filthy rich. You know, I mean, there's literally millions of stamp issues, you know, like, it's almost unachievable, especially for the average Joe. It's just too much. Way too much, you know? And that's what I went for at the beginning. That's why I built those cabinets. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, anyway, as I've kind of accepted that fact, I have been thinking of consolidating my collection. I mean, I have an awful lot of stuff. I have an awful lot of binders. Like, when I move, you know, like to a new apartment, it's a pain in the butt. Like, I have a huge collection. Too much stuff, you know? So, I was thinking of just, you know, if I were to, like, there's definitely countries that I like more than other countries. And I would, you know, like, I can tell you for sure, I love collecting U.S. That's a done deal. I love collecting U.S. It's my home country, you know, so it's pretty straightforward. I love China. I love Japan. Both of those countries, I think, have great, awesome stamps. I really like them. There's several others. I'm not going to continue, but, like, there's, you know, I just kind of got to choose. Like, at some point, I got to grow up, you know. I can't collect everything. One that I have dreams of, that I would love to have a real serious collection of, would be Persia, which is now Iran, but in my mind, I like to call it Persia. You know, when I was growing up, it was Persia, and I think it's a more beautiful name. I think that they have beautiful stamps, at least the older ones. I have no idea what recent Iranian stamps even look like, frankly, but Persia is one that, like, if I'm honest with myself, I've always kind of wanted to have, like, a really nice Persia album, you know, so anyways, I have aspirations, you know, but yeah, I mean, if I were to, like, what would be ideal for me, what would be acceptable to me to have, you know, as my whole collection, if I could consolidate my entire stamp collection down to one bookcase, you know, probably like a 4 or 5 tier bookcase with albums, I'd be fine with that, you know. I like stamps a lot, probably way more than the average person, so that's still, like, an awful lot of stuff. I mean, if you had 4 shelves full, or 4 or 5, rows of bookshelves filled with albums. That's an awful lot of stuff still, you know. And I have like definitely far more than that. I've got like several bookshelves plus some. I just have way too much stuff. So yeah, just for the future, I'm trying to figure out what countries to keep, what stuff I would get rid of. I'm just trying to minimize my collection a bit. I'm trying to move more towards quality over quantity. That's kind of what I've been thinking. But like that last collection I bought, what was that? Like $3,000, and I mean it was like 6 or 7 huge boxes full of binders, and we're still going through them all. I still have like probably 10 plus, oh man, maybe even more, albums from that gentleman's collection that I bought that we haven't gone through yet. And it's just, yeah, I have a bad habit of that. Okay, that's the end of this. Really like that. Even though a lot of it has yet to be filled out, there is actually still a fair amount of stamps in this album. And like I said, I really like the album. So I'd be really hard pressed to throw something like this away after I took all the stamps out. Well, anyways, let me turn you around. Wow. I'm blown away. Thanks, Lee. Thank you. Incredibly gracious. Very, very nice of you. Oh my gosh. That is so much more than I ever expected. This is a substantial amount of stuff, my man. Wow. Yeah, I just feel blessed. Thank you. Wow. That's unbelievable. So, can you guys tell now how big this thing is? Look at it. This is a huge binder. This is very big. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. And rest assured that all of these stamps will be cared for and find an appropriate, safe home among my collection. That is probably the nicest thing anyone has done for me on this channel to date. So, yeah. Wow. Awesome stamps. Loving these Japanese stamps. I have a lot of work to do on this album. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at everything that Lee sent me, and yeah, I have some things to think about. The whole mint and used pages is kind of a new kind of variable for my plan on all of this. I hadn't expected that, so I don't know what I expected. Like I said, I thought I'd get a normal size 10 envelope and like a normal letter with like a little glassine full of stamps or something. So this is far beyond anything I imagined, and wow, I'm still gobsmacked. I can't believe it. I'm a happy camper. All right, well, I'll like I said, I've been working a lot, so we'll see next weekend how it goes for me, if I make a video or not. And I will certainly be doing work on this Japanese album. And then I am excited when I reach a point where I feel like I have done enough that it's worth sharing the progress that I've made. I'll absolutely make a video. And so this album for Japan that I'm making will be one of those that has just multiple collections put into it. So when I consolidate all that into one album, it should be a piece of work. It should be a significant collection of Japan. That's the end goal. Yeah, I want that album to be nice. I wish I could say that I could do that with my China album. You guys see that? Is that it? Yeah, right there. I think it's that one. Anyway, um, that one, that's going to be probably a lifelong journey for me, the China album. The stamps are a little bit scarcer than I would like. They're a little bit more expensive than I would like. I don't come across an awful lot of China stamps in the kind of tail end selection collections that I buy. But I do, of course, run across Chinese stuff sometimes, but usually more PRC, the People's Republic of China, instead of the older stamps. So, anyway, enough about my aspirations. We'll call this video good at this point. Big shout out to Lee's Automotive, man. Thank you so much. Unbelievable. Wow. Thank you. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing everything that he sent me. If you guys feel the desire to send me stuff, I mean, you're welcome to. I don't have, like I said, I don't trade a lot. I just don't kind of always want to do that. So this has been actually a huge gap in between getting this stuff and the first trade that I ever did. And even though he doesn't want anything back, it feels like a trade almost, but it's not. I guess he gets to enjoy my content, and I get to enjoy some of his personal stamp collection, so maybe it is a trade after all. But yeah, if any of you guys ever wanted to send me stuff, like if you just had stuff you didn't want anymore, any of that, I mean, you're totally welcome to. Just message me and I can give you my address. I don't really hide my address. I don't think I have a lot of enemies out there. And I decided I don't care about my address being public anyway, because for one thing, it is public and nobody's address is private. And anybody that buys stuff from my stamp store, it always has my address on it anyway. It's, I'm not afraid of putting my address out there. Yeah. So, yeah, and if you did want to trade or something, you can inquire. But like I said, really, I don't want to do it all the time because, quite frankly, even at this point, I mean, I have about 3,000 subscribers. I just don't want to spend all my time trading stamps. Like, it's kind of too many people, and I already have so much. That's one thing that I worry about with trades is people send me stuff that I don't really need and not really crazy about, and then I'm obligated to send them something in return. It's like, some collectors are big on that and they do it constantly, but I never expected like this channel to even take off much at all. To be frank, it's bigger than I ever thought it would be now, and I do get several inquiries, emails and messages and all kinds of stuff, hey, do you want this? Hey, do you want to trade? Hey, and it just ends up being a lot. Like, I'm just one guy, and like I said, I don't have an awful lot of free time, and that's why I don't trade a lot. So, in case anybody was wondering, it's not like I don't want your garbage stamps or I don't like you or any of that kind of stuff. I don't want to commit a whole lot of time. I don't want to be dealing with it all the time. I barely have enough time to make these videos and get a little work done on my own collection, So, yeah, but I mean, like I said, feel free to inquire. And I mean, I can consider it. Every now and then I do like to trade. I do. But it's not a regular and common thing for me. So, anyways, that's that. Hey, If you guys enjoy my content, consider liking and subscribing. It does help me out if you want to support the channel. So I appreciate that. Every time you click the like button, it helps my videos get exposure on YouTube, and so that's nice of you. And yeah, I'll be back later on. Okay? Enough rambling for now. I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Bye-bye.